Right, everyone, WeaponCollector here. Right, normal live stream, Saturday night, have a chat, have a laugh, keep it light, but have a bit of fun. You know what I mean? Saturday night, you don't want to be depressing or, all that bollocks. Right, Zed. Right, Darren, how are you? Right, so while I'm setting up, I'll just do the usual little advert I always do at the beginning. It enables me to set the stream up. And if you're re-watching, this is just a little 30-second bit and then it'll be done. So if you ever want to support this channel, you can. The people who support, really make a difference. Someone supported me last night and gave me the money to buy a machete that I've wanted to buy for ages. I've had one of these machetes before and you can mod them into really nice Bowie knives, and I've been wanting to get one, but I couldn't afford it. So someone last night donated the money. And how they did that, well, they didn't actually use coffee.com, but there's a thing called coffee.com where you just go on there, you pay it via PayPal, and then it just goes straight into my PayPal. It's just like a middleman. They don't take any fees. And you can leave a little message if you want. Then I'll know you've donated. I can play you a little video on that. You know what I mean? So the link to that is in the description to this video. And if someone puts in the word !support in the chat, I think called Nightbot will pop up and put the link in. Calibus was the one who donated. Thank you, Calibus. I bought the machete last night. So yeah, this is how to support if people want to. This little video will show you how to do it, and the link is in the chat and the description while this little 30-second advert's playing. I'm just going to set up the stream. Right, I'll be on in a second. See who's on in a minute. I can't do none of it. If anyone ever wonders why I have to do this every single time, it's because I have to set it up in a certain way, and I can't do it until the actual live stream is playing. So let's see who's on. So Zed, Darren, Smiley, you right, mate? Rich, Brieffire, Outdoors, Sports, Calibus, and Peach, and Jumble Sabu is just joined in. Riggs, you right? Yes. I went in the shed and made something today. I'll show you it properly in a minute. All right, let's read some of the comments. So Zed said, "Oh, you made that Shillelagh, or however you spell it." Yes, I'll show you it close up in a second. Rich said, Mike, for knife builds, keep an eye out for old handsaws. Some of the old giant handsaws for felling trees would be perfect for making a sword breaker. That's a good, actually, Rich. That's a very good idea. That's a very good idea. Yeah, I see exactly what you mean, because it would already have the sort of cutouts. Because we've got a big old saw in the shed, but it's actually one that we're still using. Septic Fingered, how you doing? Nick's Knives, you right? Caliber said I ordered a Cold Steel Warhawk, pumped to get it. Yeah, Peter, you right, mate? Yeah, I'm quite excited for this machete because, yeah, I'm going to make a fucking 18-inch bladed Bowie knife out of that. With a nice big, proper, thick leather sheath, handmade leather sheath. Yeah, and it should be quite nice, I think. I've still undecided what. I don't think I'm going to do a D guard, but I'll think about it. But I might do an S-shaped guard, but I'm not really decided yet. I think I'll decide closer to when it comes. So yeah, I'm reasonably tired tonight, but not in a bad way. You know what I mean? I'm a bit knackered from being in the shed, but that's a good thing. It's a good, it feels like you've had a workout sort of thing. Not knackered in a bad way. You know what I mean? Outdoors said Joe Murphy fought with Riley near the cliffs of Old Doonanhee, took out his shillelagh, and he stabbed him in his spleen. Is that an old? Is that like a limerick type thing? I butchered that. Outdoors said, well, crazy Uncle Mike. He thought he was a leprechaun, but in fact he was just a leper, and his arms and legs are gone. Yeah, at least the way I say leprechaun and gone rhymed as well. There you go. Yes. John's life, how you doing, John? You right, mate? And he said, going out for dinner with some friends, going to clean up my 38 and get ready to roll once I get the call. Ah, nice one, John. Yeah, hope you have a nice night out then. Yeah, nice one, mate. Yeah, I will show you all that in a minute. I'll wait for a couple more people to get on. But yeah, that's what I've been doing tonight. I've got the old weird neck ache thing again, but I've put some deep heat on my neck. John said we have a few bolos on folks doing armed robbery and shit. But that's what I bought. I bought a Anglo-armed bolo machete, and I turned it into a great big 18 or 17-inch bladed Bowie knife. Jumbo Sabu said got a commemorative Hibben knives folder the other day. It's made by United Cutlery, not Gill himself, but well made. Too nice to use though. Yeah, some of them, because you've got quite a collection of that kind of stuff, haven't you, Reeks? Yeah, nice stuff though, isn't it? But yeah, some of it you wouldn't use, would you? Outdoor said it's from another Irish drinking song by Da Vinci's Notebook. Ah, nice one. John said I almost got my old bolo. Is that the one you've shown the other day, John, in the pictures? Zed, sorry I didn't get around to reading the story. I might read it tonight or tomorrow now. I've had a weird day today. We'll get food talk out nice and early. So what happened today? So last night I think I ended up I can't remember what I did last night, unless I went to bed early, but I didn't read the story and I didn't watch anything on the telly. I didn't play a computer game. I think I just sat here watching shit on YouTube. No one's live streaming last night, were they? I can't remember what I did last. Oh, I was going through buying that knife. I think all night I was looking through different websites trying to find, trying to do the shit for that knife. That, the machete. Got up today to make my fucking lunch, and my niece said to me, it was 6, he said, well, my brother-in-law was just about to cook her some pancakes because it's pancake day the other day. And but the last time he did it, he completely fucked it up and they was all burnt to the thing. This was like yesterday or the day before. So I just said, I'll do it. And then I ended up standing there for an hour and a half cooking fucking pancakes for everyone in the fucking house. So by the time I finished that was about fucking 2. And then I went in the shed and I've been doing that since, coming in and out. Yeah. Richard said, got another compound bow built, £100 with aggressive cams. It's a speed demon, louder than any bow I've heard in my life. Oh, that sounds fascinating, Rich. I have to do a video of that. Darren said, it's part of my PTSD and I've been sent home from work, but I had a blackout. Caleb said, United Cutlery are making some superb stuff at the moment, the Honshu series. Yeah, I like the Honshu stuff. I wouldn't mind doing a copy of one of the Honshu knives one day. John said, sent it halfway into a 2x4. I've only had profiling. Yeah, that's good, John. That's very good. Jumbo Sabu said, it was a nice gift, mate. I think it's UK legal carry. It don't lock, and the blade is minus 3 inches with the castle. Yeah, it should be then. Should be. I didn't know it. I can't think of any Hibben folders, off the top. Like if you mentioned, there's a lot of fixed blade Hibben knives that I would actually, I could picture them. You know what I mean? But I can't think of any holders off the top of my head. Outdoor Sports said Connor lived in Ulster Town, used to smuggle arms until the British killed him and cut off his lucky charms. And dear old Father Flanagan has left the Lord's employ, drunk on sacramental wine beneath the altar boy. Fuck's sake. Darren, you right, mate? Yeah, I'm all right. A little bit tired tonight, but I'm all right overall. Yeah, I'm all right. Mother, how you doing, mate? You right? Don's life said, with an edge, I think it'll go through. Yeah, that's good. That's good. Jumbo said, I'll send you a pic of mine, Mike. Hang 5. All right, I shall wait and have a look in a minute. Right, how many people we got on? Let's have a look at the Shillelagh, shall we? So this is what I did today. I'll put a video on tomorrow so you can see it properly. I've tried to do it. I'll show you the height of it actually. Maybe I ain't bothered about the height anyway because I probably won't be using it as an actual walking stick, but that's how that is like that. Let's have a look at the other ones. It's a little bit taller than my yardstick, but I wanted this to be a bit longer than normal anyway. So it's got a steel ferrule, the capped off end that was part of the end of a curtain pole. Dyed the shaft of it black up to there, and then shaped the head so it's got the sort of traditional, you know, ball end. Do you call that a knob carrier, or is that something completely different? Jim M sent me the wood for it, Peach. He said, how did you get that? I asked Jim M. I saw him cutting some blackthorn, and I said, Jim, can you send me a bit? And he did. So I'm going to make him a knife for it. Yeah, got a bit off of Jim M. And the top is just shaped and varnished. Yeah, I'm really happy with it. Really happy with it. So that is that's blackthorn. It's a proper little shillelagh. I didn't bother going full like sphere because it would have made it really small. So I thought I'd elongate it a bit. And a lot of them aren't full on perfect circles anyway. And also, if it was a perfect circle, it would be sticking slightly sideways. But I think the head can be any shape you want, really. Yeah, I'm really happy with that. But I'll do a proper video soon. It fits in your hand nicely. Because I actually prefer to hold it like that, not with my hand on top. For me, that fits in my hand perfectly like that. But you could walk around like that if you wanted to. It does sort of fit nicely in your hand. But I seem to like holding it like that for some reason. But yeah, proper video coming tomorrow. But I am really happy with that. That was dyed. There was one fuck up on it, and I couldn't believe what I fucking did. Right, let's catch up with some of these. It reminds me to tell you what the fuck up was. Outdoors said that's their best song in my opinion. They did a lot of other song parodies, like Weird Al. I know Weird Al. Yeah, he's quite funny. John said that for performance was a single swing too, no edge. Yeah, that's very good, John, for a single swing. Caliber said I have a real problem with throwing knives and axes. Problem being I want them all. Exactly. Smiley said looks wicked. Thank you. Caliber said I would call it a knob carrier. Yeah, I don't know if is that what they call that knob on the end, a knob carrier, or is a knob carrier something else completely? I can never remember. I'll just look it up. I suppose it's more of a knob carrier is an actual weapon rather than a sort of walking stick. You know what I mean? The knob carrier. The name derives from Afrikaans word for nop, meaning knob or ball. Oh, I'm gonna have to take some painkillers. I've got a fucking headache. Scott said that's my problem with guns. I want more. Exactly. I'll tell you what though. Every time I've been making these sticks, I'm getting slightly addicted to making walking sticks and that. I really like making them. Yeah, and they're really popular on my channel actually. Nick said knob carrier is what they call that girl down the end of the street. Yeah, I'm getting slightly. I really like making sort of self-defense stick. Oh, the fuck up. It wasn't a major fuck up. I just couldn't fucking believe I did it. So I blacked the handle, the shaft, not the handle, the shaft of it up to there. And when I went to varnish the top, I wrapped I let it dry, and then I wrapped cling film around it. And then when I went to take the cling film off, it was completely stuck to the fucking shaft. I couldn't get it off. So I ended up having to, about a section about a foot that long, I had to get a wire fucking brush, rub it all to scrape all of the fucking cling film off. It didn't really matter. And then I just put the black back on again and then varnished it again. And it's come out perfectly fine. But yeah, I couldn't believe that. It's completely stuck to the varnish. And even though the varnish was dry, it was obviously ever so slightly wet. John said, I'm strong, strong dumb fuck though. I dare say I'm one of our better cutters. Yeah, I've seen your cutting, John. You do some good cutting, definitely. Richard said to Calibus, the £100 compound I made is smooth to draw and only about £25 holding weight. Not sure why it's so loud. Tried 750 grain and 1300 grain arrows, and it's still making a loud thud. Yeah, that's strange, isn't it? Zed said knob carry has a round end. Yeah, well, look, I had a funny. It's because of the ball end on it. It was making me think maybe that was what that bit was called, but it's not. It's a different thing, isn't it, Zed, as you say? Yeah, I'll put the video on tomorrow, I think. Yeah, really happy with that. It does look like a proper traditional shillelagh, don't it? Definitely got all the features a shillelagh would have. The ferrule, and the ferrule fucking fits fucking perfectly. Look at that. That is a little grub screw there that holds it in. It's got the little knobbly bits along the shaft of it, which give it that sort of characteristic look. And then the ball end and the different sort of shape to it. Not shape, shade, colour to the... But they normally leave that bit brown, don't they? Yeah, I'm really happy with it. My fucking shoulders are hurting today. Anything if I've been cutting stuff makes my shoulders hurt. I'm getting slight, not... I don't know. My dad had bad shoulders from arthritis. Metallic Reality, how you doing? You all right? John's Live said, what's the firearm ticket? I'd have filled 2 by now. I don't know, John. Metallic said, that's a good stick. What did you black it with? Leather dye. Sorry, I couldn't think what it was called for a second then. Black leather dye. Yeah, black leather dye will stain wood really well. Yeah, black leather dye. The only things I would say, it will stain wood really well. Be aware though, until you finish it, it might keep coming off on your hands unless you give it a good rub to get any bits off. And I have noticed occasionally when you put varnish on, it may be the varnish I've got's gone funny. It would react slightly and go a slightly green tinge, but when it dried, you couldn't see it. It was only if you let that varnish go on to something like clear. It's hard to explain, but on the black you wouldn't notice it. But if you got a bit of the varnish where it had been on the black and it went onto that ferrule, you'd notice it had a slight green tinge. But yeah, it does. I'll tell you what, Metallic, it does a lovely, lovely color, and that was a single coat. What was the other bit of wood I did recently? If I could find, yeah, I've done. See, I've put all my knives away now. I've dyed some handles red with Fibing's leather dye. I'll tell you, that was a beautiful red color, absolutely lovely. Yeah, it stains wood really well, and the thing is, you can get loads of colors as well. Thank you, Smiley. Said very nice. Irishman said that's a fine looking walking stick. Did you fill the knob with lead? I didn't with this one. I just went sort of standard, just left it how it was. But I might do lead weighted ones at a later date, Irishman. I just wanted to do sort of standard, Art said, "Oh, did I miss your stick? I'll show you. I'll show you it in a second if you want, Art." So I'm probably somewhere in the 20 or more category for guns. And Art said, "Don't look as skinny today." Mum said, "Will you stream from the Wendy?" I said, "Sadly, probably not now. I'm fucking knackered, in all honesty, and my neck's hurting and my shoulders are hurting. But we'll see. Ask me about 11:45, and I may say yes. But right now, I don't think I will. I'm quite tired, to be honest. And if I've missed anyone's comments, just put it on again. You right, Harry? Septic said, "Oh, you said no. I won't sell that one. I won't sell that one." And I would sell them if I could get this wood piss easily. I would. I definitely would. But it's hard for me to get. I had to ask someone to give me that, and they sent me in the post. Rita said, "Did you stain your arming sword handle with the red leather dye?" I did, yes. The arming sword was red leather dye, I think. Yeah, I think that was Rich. A couple of the other knives. I'm sure I did some wood recently. It might have been that club, but that club was sort of it works really good as a it does work good as a wood dye, especially if you want to really do a dark color like that really easily. Yeah, that is just leather dye wiped on with a sponge, essentially a single coat on it, and then varnished. And you get that real dark color. There's the end. Yeah, really happy with that. Yes, it ribbed down, man. Ribbed for her pleasure. Or I suppose nowadays it would be ribbed for their pleasure. Pete said, "I'll buy one off you. If I could get that wood as easy as that, I'd sort you out, Pete." Yeah, I had to get GMM to send me that because I never ever see it. I'll have to ask Mark to keep an eye out. Zed said, "Mike, I've been playing with the knob curry. Some girls, that's some poor girl. My name's not Kerry." Oh, Jumbo Sabu, yeah, let me check these pictures. Switch accounts. Right, it's on Facebook now, so I'll have a look in a second. Caliber said, "We are not allowed pistols here, so they're a mix of rifles and shotguns." Outdoor Sports said, "Mike, turmeric capsules and chamomile are major anti-inflammatory. I'd be worth looking into these." You know what? I just have to remember to take the bastards. Forget I have them. I have got some painkillers. What I did, because I literally finished in the shed, come in here, come indoors, had a wash, started streaming. So I've got fucking tablets down here to take while I'm live streaming. And Stu, you right, mate? And Iron Man never actually said hello. You're right, mate. Oh, you don't have to use Blackthorn. Oak or any of the Hawthorn family should be okay. If you want the knobcray bits on the shaft, you make it. Yeah, to be honest, you're right. Because I wanted for the first one, I wanted to do a real like a real proper Blackthorn one. So that's that. But as you say, yeah, you could do it any hardwood really, couldn't you? If you notice, walking sticks, every fucking thing you say about walking sticks is literally a walking, talking, fucking innuendo. Shafts and knobs and, hardwood. But yes, I'll have to get Matt to start getting me some good bits of wood with a bit on the end to shape into the ball end. Nick said, "You can get pistols on a section 7.1 or 7.3, but they're extremely difficult to get." Lord Flasher, how you doing, mate? And he said, "Evening, oh, sorry, mate. Fell asleep on the sofa last night, tucking out from all the BS at home." That's a shame. But yeah, well, nice to see you on, mate. Nice to see you on. Outdoor Sports says, "Yeah, get in." Cup to Camomiles and have a party. Yeah, I got some. I have got some. I keep forgetting to take it, though. But I do take it quite regularly, but I haven't bothered today. Caliber said, "Mike, use ibuprofen. Code mine, never buy it." And funny thing is, I've got that as well, ibuprofen. That's what I would have took. The only thing is what I got there is just paracetamol. Richard said they're also a mighty weapon, Mike. They are, exactly. Richard, get Matt to keep an eye out for a long shaft with a nice knob on it for you. I'll be honest with you, he should be able to get me loads of that stuff. I'll ask him, Pete. Because yeah, as long as because the problem is when you're working, the last thing they want to be looking for is stuff like that. But I have asked him before, and he does get me stuff. But yeah, I don't know why I don't. But because I was looking for actual blackthorn, and you very, very rarely find blackthorn in the situations where they are, like in people's gardens. Yeah, I mean, but it is about. But yeah, I could get a lot of. They're always, they're cutting trees every day, so I'll have to start getting him to get me some. In Ireland, they were made of oak initially. But because oak wasn't abundant, they switched to blackthorn. Do you know what? I was reading the Wikipedia for Shillelagh, and I read that the other day. Yeah. Flazzy said, don't buy guns, the ammo's too expensive. You're right, Flazzy, by the way. How you doing, mate? Iron Man said, Mike, you should make a penis walking stick with balls as a handle. I don't know if I could bring myself to do that. Bad enough to bloody bollock daggers. I don't think I can bring myself to make a bollock dagger. It's just too weird. Who wants to shape a knife handle into the shape of a cock and balls? Richard said, also make sure the shaft is free from disease. That's like sake, Rich. Imagine hazel is what you want for making sticks. Yeah, and they should be able to get hazel easy. I might have some hazel like shafts in the Wendy. That's what I've made some stuff out of. Mr. X, how you doing, mate? I made the shillelagh today. I know you like your old sticks, don't you? So it's got a metal ferrule on the end. Got the traditional black sort of shaft. And then there's the sort of knob end on it. You're quite happy with that. Keep knocking it about there. I don't want to fucking chip the fucking varnish. Because I still need to take the pictures of it. This Richard bounds into the stream looking fantastic as always. Zed said, okay, you didn't get that, did you, Mike? CCW's Crinkle Cut Walk. Oh, do you know what I actually thought you was writing? You know, there was on about fucking handguns. I thought when you put CCW, I thought that was the concealed carry warrant. So I just ignored it. I thought it was more gun talk. That's what I saw, CCW, and I thought, oh, he's just joining with the gun talk there. Fuck's sake. Yes, crinkle cut walking stick, exactly. Fuck's sake. North Flash are going to throw in one of the hardened bodkin tips I've been getting from France with the Jaxie backbone too, Mike, so you can test it if you want. Yeah, all right, definitely, mate. I've still got loads of tests I need to do, actually. I'll get round to sorting it all out properly soon. I bought all those broadheads. I've not shot any of them yet. Dumble Sabu, the Slingshot channel made a stabby thing, Willy Ander. I don't know, I couldn't bring myself to do weird things like that. Yes, that's a very impressive knob end. Thank you. At least someone noticed. And that's quite nice, Riggs. Yeah, it's got. So what's that say? 1957, 1922. Yeah, that's all right, isn't it? And it's like a what do they call them knives? Trapper. It's like a trapper type knife. Is that what they call them? That's quite nice, Riggs. Like that. Where am I? You're right, Lewis, by the way. Septic Finger said, please tell me a bollock dagger ain't used for bollocks. I don't actually know what they're used for, but the handle is shaped like the guard is shaped like a pair of balls. Mr. Nice stick. I used car frost plugs for the ends on most ones. Oh, that's a good idea. Do you know what I used what I used for this one was it's the end of a curtain pole. And it used to have like a weird fucking like fancy metal thing on the end. Let's cut that off. So I just got a square bit on the bottom. And it had a grub screw on it. So I could just do the grub screw straight in. Yeah, hammered it on, grub screw in, drill a little hole. Yeah, I'll do a proper video tomorrow. I listened to Todd's Workshop made a bollock dagger with realistic cock handle for a customer. He posted it on Instagram. It's a circumcised but not crinkle cut. You could make a CCC handle on your next dagger build. Look, I'll think about it. These donations are going to have to up a little bit if I'm going to make cock-shaped knives. I'll tell you. Oh God. Jumble Sabu, yeah, it's called a trapper knife. Yeah, nice one, Riggs. Scott said, loved the picture of the Russian troop in Ukraine as he was carrying a Mosin PU sniper. I don't think I've seen that. Pete said, just a dagger with a bit of medieval humour. Well, now you put it that way, that makes sense. That does make sense. Yeah, that does make sense, really. Yeah, there's nothing more to it than that, really, isn't there? I've never really thought about it in that way. Uncle Sam, how you doing, mate? You all right? Nick said, bollock daggers were just for decoration, really. People carried them for self-defense, but the style was just that, the style at the time. Pete said, have fun sanding the shaft. Yeah, exactly. You got to be quite comfortable in your sexuality, standing there going like that on fucking video. Even that's a step too far. Matat said, you should make a CCC weapon for the Spyverse video. That I could do. I still want to do. I've been planning to make it for years, but I've never got around to it. The bollock knife, the bollock cutting knife from Planet Terror. When what's his name? Avi. When Avi pulls out this Bowie knife. There's like a cutout in the blade, and it's for cutting bollocks off, cutting people's bollocks off. I'll draw it. This will be like a bit of a crude drawing. But I've always wanted to make that knife as a joke, but I've never got around to it. Something like this. I'll fuck the drawing up a little bit. Actually, no, it's the other way around. Right, hang on. So it's that way. You know, I'll have to redraw it. Hang on. Pulls out this knife similar to something like this. It's for cutting off people's bollocks. But I always wanted to make it as a joke because I've never ever seen that knife real. You know, no one's ever done a version of it. Pete said it could also be used to carry it in the middle of the legs. I don't know if that's a joke or not. I don't know if I'd want to be carrying a knife in the middle of my legs, but what do you mean like that? Like down that way? I don't know. Richard said some old helmets look like giant bell ends with eyes. Where's that? Eye holes. Soldiers must have felt like a bunch of dickheads marching into battle. Eric Bloodaxe, how you doing, mate? Good evening, everyone. Hope you're all good. I'm all right. I wonder, did medieval women use that bollock dagger handle as dildos? Maybe. You don't know. Who knows? A gelding knife. I suppose it is, isn't it? Yes, exactly. Fucking shoulders are killing me. So what you lot been at today? Then, as I said, I haven't been doing fuck all. Most of my day was I spent an hour and a half making fucking pancakes for other people because none of them could cook them. I didn't even want to do it, but I just thought, right, if I do it, at least I ain't going to be loads of fucking pans with shit stuck to them. And they'll at least get some pancakes because they didn't get none the other day because they couldn't cook them. That was when I went to cook. I went to make my lunch, and then I didn't make my lunch and just cooked pancakes for an hour and a half for everyone else. Yeah, and when I finished that, I went in the shed to make that shillelagh. That's been what I've been doing most of the day. Although saying that, the shillelagh actually probably only took about 3 hours maybe to shape and all that. Actually make after time the bit that takes the longest is fucking about putting multiple coats of varnish on in and out every half an hour. Oh, fucking neck hurts. Alright, let's see what comments are. A lot of gun talk. I'll let you not have your conversations about guns. But yeah, Riggs, you're saying about the Slingshot channel, not as in Slingshot Warrior, but George Sprav making a cock-shaped knife or whatever. I can remember that now. I can remember that. Richard said to Irishman, I'm sure those women would have used a Zweihander version of the bollock dagger. Eric said, watched that new film on Netflix, Against the Ice, was pretty good. I've not heard of that. What's that like then? What's it about? I don't even know what it is. Horror film? Mr. Axel, I'm changing my dressing. Things are getting there. Oh, that's good. Yeah, that's good news, mate. That's good news. Yeah, you'll be back in action soon then. Dad said, gelding, nice waste of time. 2 house bricks would do the job better. Fuck's sake. I just pictured that as well. Scott says, sent the picture of the PU sniper to your Instagram. Ah, nice one. All right, let me have a look, mate. Joel said the how would you say that? The Sioux, innit? The Sioux were cruel. Savage enemy. Right, let's have a look at these. I need to look at these things. Hang on. I've requested, yeah. Nice one. Yeah, just that was hidden for my protection. Not protection. I don't know what the fuck it said, but yeah. I said, you romantic devil, Richard. Dumbledore said, yeah, he sent it to Scalagrim, and the first one got nicked in the post. And posted, I'm a happy wife that day. Fuck's sake. Metallic said, I've had a rest today, although I spent about 3 to 4 hours doing a colouring in. The stream saved me from starting another one. My neck and shoulders are a mess now. I'm so stiff. That's what I've got. My neck and shoulders are stiff as fuck. Yeah, and also from where I've been soaring, that always makes my shoulder play up nowadays. But yeah, neck is stiff as anything. Irishman said he's stiff too, Metallic. And I'll add on a little caveat to that, but probably a completely different way. Eric said, true story. They were trying to prove that Greenland was an island, but the Americans were trying to claim a bit of it back in the early 1900s. Caliber said, I would like to see a duel between Scalagrim and Shadowversity. Yes, but who would you like to win? Well, I know nothing about Shadowversity other than I've heard he's a dick. I like Scal. Scal's I used to talk to Scal quite a lot back in the day. And if I pop up on his Scal's live stream, he'll often, if he sees me, he'll often, because obviously he has so many people on there, he'll say hello though. Because Pete said to me last time, he said, Scalagrim just mentioned you on the live stream. I went on there and then he was searching for things and he ended up looking for things that I recommended. But I used to know him quite well back in the days. If you put Scalagrim search Scalagrim on my channel and you'll see some videos where we'd sent each other stuff years ago when he had like 7,000 subscribers. But I don't know nothing about Shadowversity other than a lot of people don't like him. Because me saying he's a dick, that's just what I've heard other people say. I don't actually know. Scott said, I think Shad could take him. Dumbledore Bush, working in a cold shed don't help your neck and shoulders either, mate. Don't mind. That's probably true. That's true. Yeah, you're right there, Riggs. Oh, Scowl's not as annoying as Shad. Well, I don't watch Adversity videos. I am sub to Scar. As I say, I used to know him quite well a long time ago. Lord Flashshot said, your neck's only stiff because of the Viagra you took pre-stream got stuck in your throat. That's what I was chewing up a minute ago. That was my fourth one in an hour. My neck will be getting longer soon as well. Irishman says, Scow's not. I read that, didn't I? Mr. X said, BRB going to get some sun on wounds while they open. Nice one, mate. Yeah, hope that. Yeah. Speak to you later. Dad said Metallica, oh God, don't mention his adult colouring books. I bought a fancy one for a friend and had a weird dream they were colouring some monster thingy in. And it came to life and started smashing things up. My mum does the old colouring books. She used to like doing jigsaws, but there's no room for it now, so she's just colouring in now. She used to years ago like playing on the old computer games, like Sega Master System and that, but for some reason, as soon as they started doing the analog sticks, she won't play them. She don't like the analog sticks. Caliber said, me and Mike versus Scan and Shad. We could take them. Oh, fuck's sake. What we're going to use, though? Is that Heroin of Ease? Changed his name slightly. It's Heroin of Steez now. So, yo, Mike, did you hear about Prepper Shop? Stop and selling knives. I did. I did a video on it, mate. Yes. Yeah, it's a shame, though, isn't it? Because they did some fucking good cheap knives. Nearly all my cheap machetes used to come from Prepper's shop. Now I have to get them other places that cost fucking near fucking £10 more. Richard said, I hope you win, Scalagrim. That Shadowversity doesn't study the sword fighting manuals. Also, some video Shadowversity has done. He is talking complete bollocks. Heroin said, I got banned. Laughed me off. What, on here? Who banned you on here then? That must be one of the late night ones. I wouldn't have done that, I don't think. I know you're regular. It don't matter, you're back anyway. Where am I? Oh, YouTube banned you. I was going to say, I wouldn't have banned you on here. I get you now. I was going to say, I didn't know, because you never know. Sometimes late night on the drunk ones, I have other mods on. You know what I mean? YouTube banned you. Got you. I was going to say, because you're a regular on here, aren't you? Where am I? Lord Flashshot said, well, to be fair, you have only for one leg, mate. So since the other one's actually your knob with a short hand, without the Viagra, you wouldn't be. Oh yes, I forgot about that. I've only got one leg, haven't I? Completely forgot about that. It's so normal for me now. I don't even pay attention. Yes, I completely forgot about that. Caliber said, my weapon of choice at the moment is the M48 tactical shovel. Bloody devastating when cutting, and even worse when thrown. Heron said, you've been keeping well, then, pal. Not bad. I ain't bad. I've been having a lot of headaches recently, but I think it's just eye strain. But yeah, other than that, nothing really too bad. Nothing I can't put up with. You know what I mean? I can always get away from the LP. It's good. In all honesty, it's good to get away from the fucking PC sometimes. Anyway, in all honesty, I sometimes spend I could spend a good 10 hours a day on the fucking computer if I'm editing stuff, and you know what I mean. Here's the shillelagh I made today, by the way. Jim M gave me the bit of wood, bit of proper blackthorn as well. Yeah, really happy with that. I've got a proper Shillelagh now, if anyone says, made a fucking actual blackthorn and everything. But I think I will, because as I said, I might do another video on all my sticks soon. Anyway, I don't think have I done a video on my actual stick collection or my homemade sticks. I know I did a video recently about like self-defense walking sticks, but I didn't actually do a collection one, did I? I might do that soon. Heroin today. It's nice to be away from the PC. I've stopped playing video games. Yeah, exactly. The funny thing is, guess what I did? I can't. I don't do myself no favors. So, because I think it's the PC screen that's giving me the headaches, and I play the PlayStation 4 on the telly. So what I did, I just swapped PC for PS4. So I was on that for fucking hours. But I'm playing that. It's not the new one. I'm playing that Horizon Zero Dawn at the minute, and I've really enjoyed that. Actually, I think it's good. Stu said, that looks great, Mike. Just need Slingshot to get on now. Slingshot and Irish Shillelaghs. They're the two main culprits. Yeah, I'm really happy with it. I'll do a proper video soon, so maybe tomorrow. I just need to take some pictures of it. Yeah, really happy with it. Cheers, Stu. Yeah, I actually really. I'll tell you what I like making any kind of walking sticks and that. They're proper good. They're useful, totally legal, can be used for self-defense. You know, you can't say they're for self-defense, but you know, if someone's attacking you, it could be used to save your life. And you can pretty much nearly always do them in one day. Because you'll probably notice now, I don't do any long-term projects anymore because I just get I get bored after a while. So I like to do a Slingshot Warriors just started a live stream. Let me come on here. That don't matter anyway. Yeah, you can nearly always do the walking sticks in one day, in like 3 or 4 hours. So you get it all done in one day. Yeah, I don't like doing the long ones anymore. I just can't get into them. Tarek said, I haven't read the book, but it's one of the few Disney films I like. Some of the colouring's were challenging, and I decided to do them in page order. And I would never have finished the book. Do you do any puzzles and that? I think the other thing my mum likes, she likes doing sort of not crossword puzzles, but similar things. You know what I mean? Scott said, enjoying the hell out of going playing Ghost of Tsushima. I want to play that as well. I'll get that one day. I will get that. Richard, did you see the price of chronographs for slingshots and arrows have dropped? Only $37.99. I did not see that at all. Dad said to Stu, he'll start on about slingshot rifles instead. You right, tough hat man? How you doing, mate? Heroin said my Rottweiler tried stealing one of those walking sticks off of some random. I could just imagine that. I bet they'd be shitting themselves as well. And great big fucking dog on the end of your fucking stick trying to pull it out your hands. Fuck's sake. Metallic said, can you actually use it as a walking stick? Doesn't it skid on the ground? I have to use the rubber bungs on one. Well, you could put a rubber bung on that pretty easily. I suppose it depends where you're using it, don't it? But you could put one on that pretty easily. It would just slide straight on. But yeah, a lot of my sticks are more for sort of show anyway, because I don't really need one. Do you know what I mean? And I don't really I never go out, so but yeah, you could put I get what you mean there, but you could put a rubber bung on the end of that. Don't laugh at me ass off. My stars took me about 18 months. You probably put a lot more work into yours though. I'm lucky that I got a nice sort of shed I can work in, loads of tools, Harry said, Ghost of Tsushima is one of the best games ever made. Yeah, I'm definitely going to play that one day. I'm definitely going to play it. Heroin said, the woman holding the stick shit herself. Told her she should use it. Use it to walk with. Fuck's sake. Dad said to Metallic, I use a rubber ferrule on my cold steel African walking stick after it slipped. I nearly went arse over tit. That's what you want. You do want that. But I put the metal on just if I was going to use these. If I was going to use most of these, I would put some kind of rubber ferrule on the end. But see, that one's got a steel one, but this has got a that's got a rubber ferrule on the end. Just it's covered in black tape because it's white. Without saying, no, not really. I used to like the fit the words puzzle, but anything that requires spelling just hurts my head. Top Hat Man said, was wondering, would you rather a really good camera which fit all of your requirements or a really powerful computer that fit all your needs for free? I don't know. That's really hard for me to fucking think of that. Yeah, I don't know. The computer probably. I think. I don't know. I remember my grandfather making a black form walking stick. He used a rubber hand grip from an old bike at the bottom. Yeah, that's a good idea. Without saying, dare I say my shafts are too thick. I had to use a rubber chair foot because the normal walking stick rubber is too small. That most of mine would be like that. In all honesty, this is probably one of the thinner ones I've ever done. Most of mine are probably would be classed as a little bit too thick. Not too thick, but you know what I mean, but thicker than average. That's why I like using hoe handles because they're fat and they would make a hell of a fucking stick for hitting. Outdoors, and I finished Final Fantasy 15, Mike. The ending was fucking depressing. That was a great game nonetheless. Fuck's sake. I need to play that one again one day. Mr. X is back. Looks like another couple of fingernails just about to come off. Are they coming off, are they? Fuck's sake. Metallic said, my grandson has a tungsten carbide tip on his staff, but it's really only for use in the woods. It would be okay on the pavement, but very noisy. Well, I'll be honest with you. That's the other thing with me. In all honesty, Metallic, I think the majority of any of my... If I was going to carry a stick, it would be on my back until I got to the woods, and then I'd use it. Because I think that's where... If I was going to take a stick, it would be for the woods. And then at that point, a metal ferrule would probably be sort of better suited, wouldn't it? Or, you know, not better suited, but it would suit that environment better. This is thicker than average, lol. I'm telling you, that is all walking sticks is. It's just fucking innuendo after innuendo after innuendo. If you think like us nutters, anyway. Oh, Christ. Yeah, so I'm playing Horizon Zero Dawn, enjoying that. I'll start streaming that on Twitch again next week because it's a big enough game that you can just mess around not doing the story while you're streaming, and then I don't like streaming games I've not played before because it always ruins it every single time. You don't pay no attention to anything. All right, where are we? So, Mr. X, how long do you reckon it'll be till your fingers are fully better? You said, you reckon, did you say a couple of weeks, do you reckon? Caliber said, I have the cold steel African walking stick. That looks good. I was looking at the cold steel Shillelagh, and that looks great. I was in your end, after in It's just, you know. In all honesty, you may know, I'm going to point this out so you lot can have a fucking laugh, right? But while I was doing the video making this, I was becoming very aware of all the shafts and knobs and rubbing. And it was actually getting to the point where I was trying to think of different words to say than shaft, ball end. Yeah, it was starting to do my head in. I was getting very fucking self-conscious about all this fucking, and I started to notice it every bit. Fuck's sake. Caliber said I put a small rubber ferrule on the bottom. Oh, of your your Culture African walking stick. Dad said I started to watch the Wheel of Time series. I'm going to Google that quickly, see if I've seen any trailers for it. Oh yeah, that is the one. Yeah. I've seen trailers for that. Yeah, that looks quite good actually. Said. This is another funny innuendo I've heard. It's thick, but not very long. Talking about walking sticks. That's it. It's just you can't get away from it. Fuck's sake. There you go. What's everyone's plans for tomorrow? I'm probably going to have a night. I had a nice. Guess how many hours I slept for today? I'll give you a clue. I had a nice lay-in. Carlos said, love mine. Let's call it my pimp stick. Someone used to ask me to make a pimp stick, like a proper, like a fancy pimp stick, but getting the stuff to do it. My sticks are both thick and long. One even has a slight bend. There you go, like this one. You notice I didn't say it just like mine then. So you start becoming very, very aware of it. Fuck's sake. I had 10 hours sleep then, and it was lovely. But I'll tell you partly why I have 10 hours sleep. Because I don't fucking sleep properly. So if I get 10 hours sleep, that's like a normal amount of sleep for me because I've been not sleeping properly during the night. And I think I've got slight sleep apnea at the minute. And it means when you've got sleep apnea, it depends how bad you have it, but you don't get to sleep properly all night, but you think you have. So as far as I'm aware, I've been asleep all night, but I've been waking up a little bit all night long. So you never get into the full deep sleep. So yeah, if I have a nice 10-hour sleep, that's like a normal. I feel like I've had a decent sleep. Most people, if they slept that long, you'd feel like shit. I said long and thin goes too far in. Short and thick does the trick. Oh, fuck's sake. I'm gonna have to rename this stream afterwards, I think. Oh god. I don't even think I've got a video I could even play for this, have I? Yeah, I think I'll have a nice lay-in tomorrow again. I don't know if I've got anything to do tomorrow either. So might watch some films tomorrow in the day. But I won't need to go in the shed because I've actually done something. Yeah, I'll probably just play the old PS4 or watch films tomorrow. A combination of both, I think. Caleb said, my plan for tomorrow is to make a load of throwing knives and axe videos. I've been challenged to throw 4 axes at once and get them to stick. I'll have to check that out, mate. Oh, I can do the open your channel, can't I, on here? And you're going to put that on YouTube, are you? Yeah, actually, is that going to be on here? Because yeah, you've got a new sub now. What's these notifications? Right,
the rail.
I was going to go on Slingshot Warriors. Let's go on Slingshot Warriors live stream, see how much abuse he's getting. I'll read you out a couple of the comments quickly. He said he packs fudge. Are you sure? Is that what you want to shoot that guy with? Justin can sit on my face. I won't stay on there. I just want to see. So, the Slingshot's live streams are just him getting abused constantly for 2 hours nowadays. Dad said, call the stream WC's staff has a knob on the end. Glad you didn't say shaft. Shaft, maybe. WC's shaft has a knob on the end. Richard Matt Easton said, one of the funniest innuendos I ever heard when talking about great swords. It's big, it's massive, and I don't want to brag, but I think mine's bigger than Scalagrim's. That's great. Fuck's sake. Outdoors said, have you heard any more of my album, Mike? No, not yet, not yet. I will do, though. I promise you I will. Cannabis, no, I don't put weapon stuff on my YouTube. Mostly drone and GoPro stuff. Oh, there you go. You've got a sub anyway. Another sub. A woman asked me, did I have an example of an innuendo? So I gave her one. Oh, gosh. Smiley said, my stick is bigger than yours. Pete said, Scal would win. You're not all about them having a fight, are you? You're about 15 minutes behind, Pete. Press live. Pete is about fucking 15 minutes behind. Zed said he's had my story for just over a week and he hasn't read it yet, so I wouldn't expect too much. That's the thing. If you don't know me well, and if I do anything quickly, well, I would think I was ill if I was you. Even if you get a reply on an email within a week, feel quite I can't think of the word, but yeah. Just drawn a complete blank then of the word I was trying to say. Privileged. Feel quite privileged. 777. How you doing, mate? Charlie, how you doing? You right, mate? Lieutenant said WC's Knobbly Shaft. There you go. That what I got to name the video. Fuck's sake. I don't think West Tactical would enjoy this human. Yes, he would, wouldn't he? Let me check. Let me give him a message. So we're on live. We're on live and we're missing you. Unless he's lurking again. He was lurking last time. Come on, Tactical. Stop hiding. There you go. You're right, Charlie. What you been at? Ah, there are. He's fucking lurking. I told you. He's fucking in the chat lurking. I'm glad he told you. Yeah, what you been at, Charlie? Been up to much? Oh, I haven't really. Just the usual. Most of my weekends have been fucking live streaming drunk lately. Yeah. We'll have to sort something out soon. I know I say that every time, but we will. We'll sort something out soon. Yeah, there you go. I was right. He was lurking. Oh, my fucking hell. Shoulders. Richard said, all right, Tactical. Hope your headache is feeling better. Charlie said, I'm good. Thank you, mate. You know how things go around it. Well, exactly. Same here, innit? Same here. I've got really bad headache. So chilling and chuckling at shaft gags. Yes. Endless fucking shaft gags. Honestly, it was doing my head in so much while I was making that walking stick. It was just, I was getting really fucking conscious of everything I said. I tried to avoid words like black shaft and stuff like that. Oh, Christ. It was never fucking ending. You may notice it when you watch. You might not, because I'm quite good at hiding these things. I'm more aware of it. I'm aware of it, but I can hide it, sort of thing. Caliber said, I am considering starting a UK throwing knife and axe review testing channel on YouTube. It's something that's sorely missing in the UK. You should do it. That'd be good, mate. That'd be great. Ivan said, I did even put an new matron on to draw you out. He said I saw it. Fuck's sake. Charlie, was that your birthday recently? I can't remember. Was it your birthday or was it Jake's birthday recently? I can't remember. The problem is, I think Jake's one of them. He's got two different Facebook accounts, and one of them's got some weird. But no, I don't. There's Lewis. Lewis has got a fucking a Facebook account that says he's 57 and his birthday is like 6 months later on in the year. Mr. X, all done for another week. What your hand? Alex said to tactical. Send in your headache. Fuck off vibes. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Oh God. You can tell if my shoulders hurt because if I have to scratch my ear, I have to hold my arm up with the other hanging arm sometimes. Yeah, just so everyone knows, I won't be doing a late one tonight. I won't be drinking tonight anyway, but yeah, I'm pretty fucking tired. So when this finishes, I'll stay on till right. I could actually stay on. No, all right. I could stay on late tonight in here because apart from my mum, everyone's out. So as long as I'm awake, I could probably stay on in here till possibly, depending on when people get in, potentially 1 o'clock. So we'll see what happens. But yeah, we'll see how tired I am anyway. Zed said, Tactical, I don't get headaches, thankfully. Unkind friends, it's because they can't find one the right shape. Fuck's sake. Mr. X said, yeah, dressing's done. At least I only got to dress 2 of them now. Dad says, sounds like you got the old Arthur. I think I have, because my mum and dad have got arthritis. My dad had arthritis, and in the shoulders as well. I think that's what it is. Iron Man said, Mike, to sort that shoulder out, you need to hang off a bar or beam. Put everything back in place. I'll give that a go. I'll see what that does. It might do something. I'll try that, Iron Man. It's worth a try. Pete said, I'm playing Elden Ring. Do you think I'd like that? What's it like, Pete? Do you think I'd enjoy that? Has it got a very easy setting on it? Or can you? I don't mind hard games because some games don't have settings and difficulty settings anyway. As long as you can sort of spend time leveling up to fight something that's hard, you can spend time doing that, can't you? I'm tempted to buy it because I do like open world games like that. Caleb said, Peach, any good? My lad is playing it at the moment. Zed said to Tactical, bloody hell, you just had to bring that up, didn't you? I don't look anything like that fucker. Oh, what Witcher? Richard said, it's the same when you tell people about grinding stainless steel. You have to use discs only on stainless steel, otherwise you risk impregnating other steels that can rust. Always get people chuckling. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's never ending. I've never known so many. Because weirdly enough, I've never all these weird fucking innuendos never come up with any of the other sticks, but none of the other sticks had this many features on it. Mr. X said, my pot balm does wonders for arthritis in my hands. Luckily, my hands are perfectly all right for that. My dad's hands, Mr. X, they were starting to go a bit, curled over. And my granddad's hands, when he was old, his fingers was all like, when I say curled up, they was like bent to the side. You know what I mean? Fucked. Yeah. So I probably will have it in my hands one day. But at the minute, I have no issues with my hands. It seems to be my shoulders. It did used to be my hip, but my hip don't seem to do it now. Nick said, if you've ever played a Souls game before, then jumping straight into Elden Ring is going to be like never having boxed before and jumping in the ring with Tyson. Is it like that? Is it like that? Yeah. What I'll do then, Nick, I'll wait till it's about £7 and then buy it. And if I don't like it, it won't matter. Council, I used to play open world games all the time, and I took an arrow to the knee. Fuck's sake. Outlaw Sports said, well, I'm being an old fuddy-duddy, but I've been playing the original Final Fantasy VII. The materia magic system in it is so satisfying. Yeah, I've got the I've still got the original Final Fantasy VII on the PlayStation 1 discs, and I've got it downloaded on my PS, definitely on my PS3, the original one. I've got the original Final Fantasy VII on PS3, and I may have it on PlayStation 4. Yeah, I like that. I've played that a couple of times. I might have to eat a tin of sardines once a week and your joints will improve. That's a good point. Yeah, a bit of fish oil. Good for your joints, isn't it? Yeah, so mine's not that bad. Just ache from time to time. All those old broken knuckles. Yeah, luckily I've never had any issues with my hands like that. Joint pain in my hands. I get cramp in my hands a lot though. Nick said you can level out in the open world to make bosses easier, but it kind of defeats the point of the game a little bit. All right. What I'll do, I've never played any of the Souls games because I don't think I'd really like them, because it's basically an open world version of that, isn't it? But yeah, I might just wait till it's really cheap. Metallic said, "This is definitely joints and not tendons and ligaments. I got so ticked off with my elbow and arm pain the other day. I looked it up, what it could be. Found some good trigger point release videos on YouTube." Do you know what, Metallic? I don't know. If you wanted to send me a couple of links to something I could look into, I don't mind doing that. Because I in all honesty, I don't know if it is my joints or not. Although saying that, if I do this, I can actually hear the joints grinding. I can feel and hear the joints grinding. Yeah, this one's not so bad, but this shoulder never hurts so much anyway. But yeah, if I do that, I can sit here again a little bit. So it probably is the joints, but I don't know. Weirdly enough, that's made my shoulder feel a little bit better. Fuck me. Yeah, I'll just let a little trick there. That way seems better. That's actually made. Well, here, like there. Yeah. I've never really known. Zed said, I can't eat sardines. I'm allergic to fish. It's a pain in the ass, the amount of girlfriends I have. I've had to dump because of that. Fuck's sake, Zed. Outdoor said, Mike and Calibus, no spoilers, but Cat Thief being a Shinra spy, where I'm about to get to, Ares' death after the Temple of Death. It's the first time you played it then? Yeah, good game. And I won't do no spoilers for you. Yeah, it's hard to say where the pain is. Like there, essentially. I did have it once where you could touch the top of my shoulder and it hurt. Yeah, I don't know. Luckily, it's not all the time. They don't always hurt, luckily. But it hurts because I've been in the shed soaring. It's, you know what I mean? But deep heat works very well, though. If I put deep heat on my shoulders, it works good. Which probably means it's probably not arthritis, because putting heat on an inflammation surely would make it worse, wouldn't it? Or does the heat soothe the inflammation? I don't know. With my dad, he would never put anything that caused like a heat sensation on his arthritis, because he said it either didn't work or made it worse. So his shoulders, he'd have to put, because his was definitely, arthritis, it would have to be ice. Mr. X said, he said, I knew a girl that had a large seashell tattooed on her inner thigh. If you put your ear to it, you can smell the sea. I wasn't expecting that. Richard said, never found Souls games hard. After shooting games with difficulty cranked up the max, I found way harder to play. Callum said, mate, you have loads left. I think Ares' death was end of this one. It's only about 25% done. But that's a shitty place for pain. Could simply be a posture, although if it's one-sided, it could be tension. If deep heat helps, it's soft tissue, I'd imagine. Yeah, as I say, I really don't know. I've never been to the doctors about it, because it's not constant. I can put up with, and I can put up with it. You know what I mean? Like, it's annoying me at the minute because it's fresh straight. I've just finished in the shed and it's full on, if you know what I mean. But give it a couple of hours, it'll wear off. And tomorrow or halfway through tomorrow, it'll be all right. So it's not like Yeah, if it was constant, I'd go to the doctors. Caliber said, try breeding chocobo bastard things. Took me forever to breed the gold one. I don't think I ever got to the gold one. Tacticals, I went to the doctors with multiple pains, and he said, point to them. And I went, here, 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 here. And he said, you've broke your finger, you idiot. That's so. Homer said, Zed, get some Vicks vapor roll on it. Lol. Yeah, but yeah, my shoulder pain seems to be sort of there. I had it once though, where you could literally just touch the top of my shoulder, it would hurt. But yeah, I've no idea. But it'd be interesting to know what it was, and then you could pinpoint the pain a bit, get rid of it. I've just remembered something. I got sent the new 3D printed stuff from 3D Cabin today, and I fucking completely forgot. So, what would you like to see first? There's 3 products he sent me to review, and these will be for sale soon. He sent me a quiver, a foregrip, and some kind of sort of survival item, but I won't spoil it. And I bet no one will answer me now. These will be reviewed soon anyway. I'm assuming he went the girl's legs potentially. Said to cover up the smell. I don't know. The pistol grip, the foregrip is for an R9 or Cobra Adder. So this is a Cobra Adder R9 foregrip made specifically for it, so that it's a better angle, if you know what I mean. Thank you, Rich. I ain't got the fucking one out. Well, I'd be a bit risky getting it anyway. I'm a bit paranoid now, even showing crossbows. I don't know, Zed, what he's talking about. So this is the foregrip, and the difference with this foregrip is it's offset backwards. So because the problem with the R9, when you put a grip on it, it's sort of sitting forward. It's like that. It's going diagonally forward. So this compensates for that and actually would sit sort of vertically down. What that reminds me of is a Tommy gun foregrip. So that had to slide on, bolt it on. So there's that. I'll show you that soon. Stu should be interested in seeing the foregrip. Yeah, so this is actually for the Cobra Adder though. So it'll only really fit on the Cobra Adder because it looks like there's no the rail doesn't go all the way through. So you wouldn't be able to put it on other things. So there's that. I'll put it on the crossbow soon and test it out, but I reckon that'll be all right. It'll be more comfortable than the ones if you put them on yourself, because when you put them on yourself, the nature of that thing, they're pointing forward. Let me just look at these comments quickly. Metallic said heat works for aching muscles, tension, pain due to overexertion, straining, rheumatism. Cold is for sprains and swellings, so it's probably overusing it. It's periodic massage and heat and stretching is the way forward. All right, thank you, Metallic. I'll look into that. Yeah. See you later, Mr. X. Good night, mate, or good afternoon where you are. So this is a quiver for the R9 as well. And this one works by... let's get a bolt out. A couple of bolts out. So this one works by having little arms pressing down. And I think this can take different thickness bolts. So when you push them in, see the little arms come up? Like sort of springs. That's a much better concept than his other one. Because the problem is his other one didn't fit all bolts. So I don't know where you would mount that because it's on an angle. The actual mount is on an angle. The mount's upside down on that, but that wouldn't mount on flat. It would be either downwards or upwards. I'm not sure. I'll have to put it on, but I think that's quite a good idea, that one. And that'll fit different size bolts. So that came today. I'll do full reviews on these soon. And then he's done. Let me just catch up on some of the video comments. Sorry to be crude, but could you imagine if you was just about to go down on a lady and you just hang on, let me just get my Vicks out. For fuck's sake. You probably just take your fuck off. Well, let me catch up on some of these. Guys, that looks better than the one that comes with it. Looks odd sticking out at the end a bit. Oh yeah, the foregrip, you mean? And he's also done a folding saw, like a survival saw. And this looks quite good, actually. So he's got a proper decent saw blade in it. Tactical. I'm not the one who wants to put Vicks on my nose. I wasn't saying that as Iron Man. Iron Man was recommending it. I was not saying I would do that. I'm not saying I would do that in a million years if that's how that came across. Fuck off. That was Iron Man. There you go. Yeah, I think that's pretty good, that. I don't know the price of any of these things, but they're normally quite cheap. Nick said, probably easier to explain that getting out. Hang on. Probably easier to explain than getting out soap and water. Fuck's sake. Metallic said, as a lady, can I just point out Vicks on girls' parts does not end well. Well, exactly. Don't worry, I was not recommending that. I was just I was commenting. I was adding a comment onto Iron Man that we started. Fuck's sake. I do not agree with putting Vicks under your nose while you perform. I'm just going to stop. I know when to shut up. Where are we? Iron Man said most people are single on here or in a sexless marriage. Fuck's sake. There you go, Iron Man. Iron Man's just told the ultimate reality of these streams. Metallic says foot in the face brings to mind. Exactly. Zed said, tactical now. I know why he's single. There stands Mike, broken-hearted. He was in for a shag and then he sharted. That's the sort of that sort of thing gets around. There you go. Fuck's sake. Don't be saying I said put Vicks on the top. That was not me. I was just saying, I was just acting out what Iron Man was suggesting to Zed. Get it right. That was not me saying it. I said the words. I was just acting out what Iron Man. I was saying, imagine what would happen if you did that. Exactly. And Metallic said, a kick in the face, probably. Fuck's sake. Who said they was playing Final Fantasy 7? I can't remember now. Outdoors, yeah. It's been a while since I played it. The remake was all right, but the remake, they took all the good sort of qualities out of it. So all the stuff where you could level up and to fight these bosses, you just you level up sort of naturally as you go anyway, so you don't need to. Carl says, speak for yourselves. My missus is bloody rampant. I take the dog for a walk late. I hope she's asleep when I get back. There you go. Yeah, if you want to get laid, just follow these tips.
Okay, dokie. Well, this is my workout routine.
Okay, good. He does more exercise than I do. Jack said, I went for a piss while cutting chilies. Stupid me, forgot to wash my hands first. That burnt. I've done that. I've done that before, and that does fucking hurt, doesn't it? That actually does genuinely hurt. Oh, Rich, I put that clip. Rich, are you on? Let me know if you're on, Rich. I put that clip on. But at the minute, there's not much, things that trigger it. The camera focusing in and out. There's the icing on the cake. So here's a new clip, but I've not managed to use it yet. Actually, let's test it out, see if I get copyright for it. Oh, if anyone says about, yes, giving up drinking. See, I'm not drinking at the minute. Yeah, that was what it was for. I could have used this earlier when I was saying about I'm not drinking for a couple of weeks.
Don't worry. If I feel the urge to sober up, I'll just talk to my sponsor. Drink or I'll die.
There you go. I'll see if I get copyright for it now. This will know. I haven't had Mike. Can I borrow the vapor? Have I got today tomorrow? Yeah, I got some deep heat. Try that. That'll keep her hot. Like to say, that's terrible. Caliber said, Emerald and Ruby weapons are some of the hardest bosses I've ever killed. I've been gaming for over 30 years. Outdoor said, it's really silly trying to do your willy with fingers covered in chili. Right, Roger, how you doing, mate? Roger, hi, Mike and friends. I did that with Raljek's Deep Heat. Yes. Really brilliant, Mike. Cheers for making that clip. Yeah, I've done it. I cut it down as tight as I could. You know what I mean? Yeah. I meant to tell you last night I'd uploaded it and I fucking forgot. And it wasn't until I scrolled down that I noticed it was on there. I must have put it on like the night, one of the times after I'd had a drink, like after when I was hungover. But I might as well still be drunk. So yeah, these are the new products anyway from 3D Cabin. So folding metal saw, new quiver system. Holds 6 bolts, any thickness, and a ergonomic Tommy gun style foregrip. Richard said it will work for a joint drunk stream, Mike, when he's on camera. A crazy idea to stop drinking. There you go. That's it. I was trying to, because I hadn't played the clip for a while, so I couldn't remember what it fully was. So it's trying to remember what the clip is to do the trigger for it, if you know what I mean. Yeah. So if anyone says they're going to stop drinking, play that. Right. Caliber said definitely interested in foregrip and the quiver. All right, I'll do a review soon, and then yeah, these aren't from me. These are from 3D Cabin, but yeah, you can get a 10% discount. Zach, how you doing, mate? I'm sober tonight. No drink for me for at least. I don't think I'll drink next week either. I'm gonna have at least. I don't know. I might try for a month. We'll see what I can do. But I won't drink next week either, 100%. So maybe the week after. But I might even stay off again then. Let's try and have a month off. He's having a few pale ales. Eh?
Pisshead.
Tarek said to Richard, as if anyone on the drunk stream would stop drinking. Exactly. Roger said, will the foregrip fit the E? Yeah, I'll tell you what they fit. That is designed to go on the Cobra Adder and the R9 crossbow. Yeah, that's what it's for. Caliber said I have a small tango down stubby grip on my adder. Iron Man said, Mike, try going a year dry. I don't think I could. If I had a much more exciting life, maybe I would. But part of drinking for me is escaping things for at least a night. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, I don't think I could, Iron Man. There has been, I stopped drinking for 6 years once. And yeah, I was going to say I gave up for a while, but I didn't. Outdoor said, Mike, by the way, I'm really sure that Prepper Shop did the knife clearance as a big marketing stunt, as they never explained why they supposedly told him to scrap the knives, and it wouldn't be surprising. Well, I know what you mean. But yeah, who knows? We'll have to see. Caliber said, I'm a bit of an oddball. I don't drink. Nothing wrong with not drinking. Richard don't drink, I don't think. There's a few people on here who don't drink. I've got relatives who don't drink. I think you don't drink. Good for you. You know what I mean? Yeah. But Alex said we're all too drunk to stop drinking. Richard said to Metallic, yeah, true, but it hurts. I suppose that's never hurts to encourage. But it hurt to encourage another drinker to do a never, yes. I said, neither do I, Calibus. Well, Outdoor said they had another business. They had another business where they're still selling. Are they? What's the other business? What's the other fucking place? That's weird, isn't it? I get what you're saying now. I don't know. It's all speculation, isn't it? But as long as we got a load of knives for cheap, because they was on a decent sale as well, weren't they? So that's with sips of rum.
Pisshead.
Outdoor said I mostly have only one bottle a week. What, a litre? Same as me. I only have one bottle a week. Oh God, actually I don't. I'm a standard Pepsi. Caliber said cheeky bastards, lol. Outdoors, sorry, that was a continuum mic as it went over the 200 word limit. Oh, I get you. Oh, surprising if they had. Oh, surprise! I thought you. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. Yeah, and then it looked like they, and I thought I said they have another business where they're still selling them. Now I get you now. Nah, that's all right. I get you now. It's medicinal tonight. That's what you say every fucking time. I thought you was cutting down. Nick said all the alcohol I've had in the past 12 months has come from the first aid kit, and it has entered my body through cuts and grazes.
Pisshead.
Oh, sorry, wrong clip. Oh, fuck's sake. I love that fucking clip. I wish I found that ages ago. Metallic sips her wine.
Pisshead.
You're not going to keep playing that all night now. I love that clip. So what's your ailment tonight? Tactical headache. I'm joking. Oh, Richard said, "Nah, don't drink. My granddad was an extreme alcoholic, not tempting fate." Oh, you know what? I wouldn't either then, Rich. That's a fucking good point, actually. Because it can run in your family. Like, it doesn't always, but you'll probably be more likely to be susceptible to it. Because some people never have an issue. Some never have an issue with alcohol. That they can drink and stop. But I've never been able to stop drinking. As soon as I have one drink, I have to drink until I'm drunk, and I've always done that. Outdoors, a DNA leisure are dodgy as fuck. They market their stuff like they're some sort of geezer and selling some questionable blades. I know. I sort of, they cracked me up, DNA leisure. They're hilarious with buy our deadly flick knives or something. Danik said, I think that's my favourite clip. It's a good one, isn't it? I wish I got that ages ago. That's what plot twist. Staff at Prepper Shop also work at DNA Leisure. So I said, maybe that's why I don't sleep well. I drink about a litre of Pepsi every night. Lots of chocolate and crisp. Fuck's sake, you're as bad as my mum. she actually, I don't know. She drinks a lot of Coke. Not diet Coke now, but one. I'm glad because I eat too much, but let's not get on about food. But luckily, I don't drink anything apart from booze. But my daily, drinks are water and about 3 cups of black coffee a day. So at least I'm not, also adding a load of other shit to it. That's eye strain. Was streaming road rash earlier and just went dizzy. Well, that's good enough reason. Carl said, I have no issues with DNA, but I normally only buy well-known brands. Yeah, I know what you mean. A lot of those, places like like DNA Ledger and Prepper Shop and all that, they were sort of the more budget sort of knives, weren't they? I'm a fucking knife snob nowadays. You know what I mean? I don't fucking care. In fact, I don't buy expensive knives. But the problem is, if I drink expensive knives, I don't want to use them. I'm just scared to fucking use them. I couldn't bring a takeout, or I could not take out even a 50 quid knife. I wouldn't want to take outside and use. But Alex said, I drink about 3 litres of coffee a day, but it's very weak. Yeah, I just have about 3 cups a day, single teaspoon. Whereas Mark, my twin brother, he has, and I've seen him do it, he has about 8 teaspoons of coffee in a cup. But he only has about 2 or 3, but he's probably having 16 cups a day with that. He says only 3 cups a day. I go nuts if I don't have at least 10. Yeah, I'm lucky. I'm lucky that the only real sort of problem things I have is I do eat too much, definitely, and booze. But other than that, I'm lucky. I don't, I've given up smoking. I must have been giving up smoking for about 14, 15 years now. 16 years, 17 years. I don't actually know. I don't actually know. 14 years, maybe. I really don't actually know. I can't remember when I gave up smoking, but I think I was about the age of 24, 26, something like that. Yeah, because that would have been another thing. If I was smoking and drinking fucking Pepsi all day, it's just more shit that you're fucking yourself over with, essentially, that don't really do nothing. It's all these fucking addictions you get that don't do fuck all for you, really. They're the worst ones, I think. Anthony, how you doing, mate? You all right? Yeah, I'm all right. You? The talent said you don't want to be drinking knives, mate. That would be quite painful. I didn't say that, did I? Did I say that? Let's say. No, I suppose I'm a massive coffee drinker. I need to reduce the amount a good bit. Can't said my daily carries 11 and charge 6 or AIX. That said there are no mods. I can get away with all the swears. Fuck's sake. I think he was saying language about the decaf. That was the swear word. That's to metallic. True. After much styling his purge, it's a free for all. Carl said, not quite UK legal, but I look like a respectable chap nowadays. This is my carry at the minute. In fact, I think I did a bit of carving on that shillelagh with it, as far as I remember. See a bit of dirt on the blade. This is still quite sharp at doing it. Like, be careful sort of sharp as well, if that makes sense. I don't know if that makes sense to you, but I have, some knives are, sharp enough that you have to be careful with them. If you slip, that's some stitches you're having. Tactical. Well, actually, I'm going to wait and see if Zed joins in. Tactical's on a warning for timeout in a second for that. He says, we shall not be moved. Thinking about it. Getting an itchy finger for it. Jed, nice to see it's getting a bit of use. Yeah, it's a nice knife, Jed. It's probably one of my sharpest at the minute. Yeah, pretty sure I did use it for a bit to have a bit of this. Art said I should be getting a Who Knives version 1 in the next few days. Carol said I cheat when sharpening knives. I use a Ken Onion wax sharp. Get it scary sharp. Yeah, that'll do it. Yeah, I tend to do it on the old diamond grit fucking things by hand, but you don't really get you ain't gonna get massively sharp doing that. Preach had got that one. It's good. It is a good knife, and it's nice and comfortable. Nice, easy one-handed opening. Yeah, cuts very well, don't it, Peach? I was cutting something the other day. Yeah, cuts very well. Decent size handle. Yeah, I do like that. I went over the Slingshot Warrior stream for a couple of minutes. Only the boy over there. Strange, he had a stream on Saturday night. Yeah, he don't normally stream tonight, does he? Because normally, I don't know, unless someone has said, "Do you want to come on tonight?" Unless he didn't get a notification, because normally he's on here, isn't he? He's on here with us. So I don't know what's happened there. It don't matter. It would never ever bother me, offend me if anyone streams the same time as me. It's a shame though, because one of the people ends up losing viewers because they're on one of the others. But yeah, I don't know. Strange, isn't it? Strange. Where am I? Carl said pushed the boat out. Pushed the boat out to buy it, but honest, I'm glad I did. I'm gonna scratch my nose then, not like that. And that's fucking, you have a rough bit of nail. Anthony said, "Is that a Spyderco?" No, it's not a Spyderco. I think this is essentially the Spyderco's budget range. I think I may be wrong about that. And it's a bird Cara 2. Doubt I'll be at old fucking still. I never can. Fucking bastard. I can never hold it fucking still enough to get it to fucking focus. Give up in a second. Give up. But yeah. Bird Cara 2. Let's try one more time. Oh, let's drop it now. Let's try one more time, shall we? Fuck, it's possible to fucking hold this. There you go. Try to cover up the back of the fucking, cover up everything in the background so it's not focusing on it. Bird Cara 2. Come on, you cunt. Yeah, it's a good knife. It's a good knife. Dad said, "Glad you liked it, Mike. I always like mine." Yeah, I'll do. It's a good knife. It's a good knife. Dad said, "It's useless banking on Slingshot Warrior's common sense. He doesn't have any." There you go. There you go. I looked into getting a Ken Onion a few years ago, but I couldn't find them. Could only find them in America. Anthony said it's a nice little knife, bro. It is. It's a good one. But actually, speaking of birds, do you have any news on Samurai Bird? Only that he's at home now. Yeah, he's at home. He's been at home maybe a week, but other than that, not really. And he's getting better. I think he's I think he's going to have an operation, but he's not been like actively online since. So And I thought maybe he might have come on, like a stream. Maybe he can't type. That may be what it is, actually. He can't type and maybe don't want to sit there all, on camera. Who knows? But yeah. Gallagher said, I think I got it off either Amazon or Henny Haynes. Rita says, still need to donate to that fundraiser. I'll share the link, but I don't know if I've got it on here now. Let me look. I don't know where the fuck I had that link from either now. No, I don't have the link on my playlist. Not my playlist, my, bookmarks. And I can't remember where I even got it from now. If you put in Samurai Bird, find some of the other channels though, you'll find it. Yeah, it'd be nice to see him back on here. He's a good laughy, isn't he, Samurai Bird? But as far as I'm aware, he is at home and he's getting better. But other than that, he's not done any videos. So I'm not seeing him on the live streams. I'm not seeing him messaging. I'm pretty sure I'll have to email him or something, see what he says. Caliber said the Ken Onion edition has 15 to 30 degree range and more control over the belt speed, which is good, and I really recommend it. Stu, are you on? You've got something like the Ken Onion thing in you. If Stu's still on, or I'll ask him if I remember. Stu SAK94 has got something like that. What about Pete? You got one? Besides, hopefully he's lurking and can feel the love. Yeah, hopefully, yeah, maybe he's watching. There you go, Samurai Bird. We're all asking for you. Pete said, I got the Ken Onion workshop. Where did you get yours from, Pete? Henny Haynes? I know most people get theirs from Henny Haynes. Yeah, maybe he can't type. I don't know at the minute. Oh, Amazon. I'll tell you what you can do, though. If you ever go on Amazon.com, and this will sound obvious, but it's not as obvious unless you know it. But if you ever go on Amazon.com, you can buy stuff from Amazon.com in dollars, pay in pounds. All you have to do is go onto Amazon.com and make sure that there's a price on the product. Because I noticed this, it sounds simple, but so what'll happen is I used to go on Amazon.com and I'd be trying to buy stuff, and every fucking thing I clicked would say it doesn't ship to the UK. But then I noticed it's all of the stuff that doesn't have a price under it. So if you look and it does have a price, that will be able to be sent to the UK. So I've just put in the word knife. So first one won't be sent, second one won't, third one won't, fourth one won't, fifth one won't, sixth one, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. The 14th thing, though, actually has the price. So that will be able to be shipped to the UK. So yeah, if you're ever buying on Amazon.com, as long as it's got a price on it, that should be able to be sent to the UK, sold to you. That's my little tip for you. I don't know if that may sound really fucking obvious, but it wasn't to me. My Warthog, I think, has 25 to 30 and 40 degrees, and it's a manual pull through. That's still good, though, isn't it? I'll be, M. Gabriel, how you doing, mate? He said, skying on over there in the UK. Not much. Mother said, I met a nice cool girl with fake boobs. She was about to add me on Facebook, but I didn't have it at the end. That's a shame. Yeah, I'll quit. Well, send her to mine instead. Send her to my Facebook. That'll do. The types of postage from America is horrendous. Well, it depends. Sometimes it's not too bad. And I'll tell you the other thing I found. Another thing I found on Amazon.com, is sometimes it depends. You're right. Sometimes the postage is a lot. There's stuff being sold on Amazon.com in dollars, and it's actually shipped from the UK. I've done that before. I've bought fucking hoe handles on Amazon.com in dollars, and then when it's arrived, it's been shipped from the UK. But it's worth a look. It's another option for you at least. You know what I mean? So it said Metallic Henny Haynes have both the workshops. He just checked. Yeah, thanks. I'll look after the stream. But yeah, you know, it's worth a look, innit? Calvin said, I went on Screwfix website the other day. It was not what I was expecting. Let's say. I just got to check my fucking cameras a minute. I know who's in there and who ain't. Oh, gastric. I wonder what you're not about. Gabriel. Right, I'll be back in a second. I'm still here, but I just want to check this. Oh, no, there must be no one then. No one must be back yet. It's not recorded anything later than 8:30, so. Art. Oh, I'll just accidentally hid that instead of showing it. I'll just read it out and then fuck it. I'm just going to copy it. Right, I accidentally hid that comment. He said, it's easy to fuck up your knife with a cannon, and I find things go wrong easily fast when you add power. Yeah, you're right. That's true. That's true. That can happen very easily. Any of them kind of ones, as you say, this got like, yeah, when you add power, exactly. Metallic said, talking of Screwfix, I treated myself to a rotary sander yesterday. Oh, sorry about the fucking yawning. I was the only person that got unreasonably excited about it. No, it's always good getting new tools. I remember when I got my fucking pillar drill recently that some of you lot funded on here. That was fucking great. That was great getting that. That's changed a lot for me though, because of fucking up my side. It was making my recovery take a lot longer. So getting a pillar drill has made one of the things that I have, you know, difficult. Well, it wasn't difficult. It's difficult when I'm injured. You know what I mean? And it was slowing up my fucking recovery. Well, Putin must be kicking himself. He did something no one else managed to do. He got Germany to spend crap tons on the military. Yeah, you got to love power tools, ain't you? I found that out when I used my grinder on the knife. Wrong angle is wrong angle. No matter what tool you use. Exactly. Yeah, you can. Yeah, that's definitely true. That's it. With all the innuendos tonight, change my name to Carry On Streaming. Even that sounds rude, though, don't it? Sounds like you're constantly pissing. Oh, Christ's sake. Look, his knob's sticking out. As long as I don't hold it like that. Although mine definitely don't look like that, thank God. I'm going to move that. Got to check something a minute. Oh, God, I fucking know. Tactical said I hadn't thought of that. I thought of that. No, I do. There you go. Yes, Carry On Streaming. That just sounds like pissing to me. All right, put them away. Oh, Max Mad. Yeah, how you doing, mate? Yeah, been a while, hasn't it? And you said, what did I walk into? Yeah, nice to see you on, mate. Nice to see you on. How did I practice on a load of my old cheap knives and sussed out a good technique? Yeah, all of my knives, I don't really get anything really sharp anyway. I just get it sort of adequately sharp, which ain't even shaving sharp. That's good enough for what I need my knives for. I've always found that perfectly acceptable for me. Doing it on a stone. Yeah. Irishman said I need to get a coping saw or jigsaw so I can make a few board cut slingshots. I actually found a jigsaw on the road a while back. No battery. Maybe I could rig something up. Yeah, that's great, isn't it? So I can find a jigsaw on the road. Yeah, you might be able to. I have to see how much one of the batteries costs. I wouldn't mind getting into the old slingshot stuff. I just, I don't know. My problem is I like the old slingshots. I like making them, but I'm not very good at doing the bands. Don't really know what I'm doing. Know the lengths they're supposed to be and shit like that. And can't shoot the fucking things to save my life. Oh god. Jigsaw in the road. Yeah, how many pieces did it have? Fuck's sake. That said metallic. Have you tried a Lansky turn box? Those are pretty good. Let me look that one up. I'm pretty sure I've seen that before. Because I think Metallic says she does have something. Don't you do have something for sharpening your stuff, don't you? She has got stuff to do it, but I think she just wanted one of the thingies. Max said I have a jigsaw and my mate made a table saw out of it. He can cut whole lengths of plywood. Nice, yeah. In my shed, we used to have this weird fucking it was like a table saw accessory thing that you could rig up to a drill. Now this was like 20 years ago. So you connected your drill into it, and it had a circular saw blade, and then you connected that to a table, and it had like it was pretty fucking probably quite dangerous, but or not because it still had the same features as a table saw. Because a table saw would just run, won't it? You know what I mean? Counted in Liverpool, I can find nearly anything on the road. Yeah, I think what was it? Fucking Lewis found. I think Lewis was walking down a main road and found shotgun cartridges in the gutter. He lives in Liverpool. Oh, that wasn't a joke tactical. I found a jigsaw and angle grinder. I think the council left them behind. How did you find them? No, it could have fallen off the back. Well, it's fallen off the back of the van. No, but literally could have fallen off the back of the van. And anyone who's just new on, I've made a shillelagh today. I'll do a video on it tomorrow. I reckon that's what partly my day will be editing that. That's Irishman. Nice, maybe a scally dropped him after a botched attempted theft. Could have been. Tarek said, I have a warthog. It's pretty good. I just heard nothing but good things about the workshop. That's it. I was gonna say I knew you said you had something. You off, Rich. Good night, mate. I'll try to do a bit of a late one, but I'm pretty fucking tired. But I'll definitely stay on until 12ish. We'll see what happens. I may wake up suddenly. I finished my coffee though, so I'm on water now. I was in my slingshot bands stretched to about 5 times their length. So 6-inch bands are usually good standard. Right, yeah. That's what I was going to say. I don't really know what I'm doing with the bands. That's my issue. Nick said, I find stuff like that all the time in people's sheds, front rooms, bedrooms. Annoying getting about in the dark, though. That's sake, Nick. Matt said, you can find cement saws by the side of the road all the time. Never had the bollocks to grab one. Walking past, the council leave them out and then go to the chip. Yeah, I bet they probably don't care. Yeah, good night, Rich. See you later, mate. If I didn't say good night. That's what I found an iPhone a few years back and answered it. Geezer was going mental at me and accused me of nicking it. Not a thank you when I took it to the cop station. Yeah, it's weird, isn't it? It's weird. Some people are like that, though. They just automatically, you know, go fucking sort of mental bad, as you say. It's a shame, really. Because I'll tell you a story about when I had a couple of experiences like this, but right, basically what happened, I don't know where I'd been, but completely pissed out my face about the age of 18, 19 maybe, maybe 20. It was 21 when I stopped drinking, so it was before then anyway. I'd been pissed out my face, fucking around, going into premises I shouldn't have been. I was on my own, wandering around in these premises on my own, just sort of drunk, just because that's what I felt like doing. I used to go in, like, I'd get bored on the way home and go in, like, building sites and shit, start climbing up ladders while I was pissed out. And I mean proper pissed out my face. I could barely remember it. Doing shit like that, nearly fell in a fucking swimming pool, probably would have drowned. Came out, and I must have just decided to go to sleep leaning up against a lamppost. Well, and I did. Got up, went home, didn't realise my phone had fallen out of my pocket. So, I come home, went to sleep, woke up, realised I didn't have my phone on me, rung up my phone, and the person, but, you know, obviously I wasn't rude to the person on the end phone. I said, oh, you know. No, actually, I didn't ring them up. They rang me saying that. Thinking about now, they rang me. Yeah. They rang me because it was in the old days when you didn't have a lock on your phone. You know, the old phones that was about that big with a fucking area lock. Not the massive things. It was a Sony Ericsson. About that long, about that fat. Didn't have a lock on it. And they actually rang up the number home on it. Yeah. And I walked up, absolutely hanging out my face. You know, hung over, and then I got my phone. She said to me, "You was asleep on that lamppost." They'd seen me there, and obviously I've got up and left my phone there, and they must have gone and got it. But yeah, luckily for me, they rang up and left a message. I think they left a message. I can't read. It's slightly vague to me now, but yeah, I got my phone back, and it was all nice. You know, I was nice and polite. I was very grateful. You know what I mean? How to finding is a great pastime here. Matt said, I was in a shopping place, found a ringing phone. He went mental at me, and I gave it to the shop staff. I'm grateful. So, yeah, it's weird, isn't it? Yeah. That said, I found a purse, and the old woman went to give me a tenner. I said no, as it was only about 14 quid in total. I had a look as I was looking for ID. You know, I get you. All right, can you hear that? Sounds like Monty's going fucking mad at not mad, but it's my sister. I opened the jigsaw grinder at the side of the road. There was a high-vis orange barriers beside them. It started raining later that night, and they were still there, so I brought them home. I don't blame you. You know what I mean? We don't fucking leave them out in the rain. Yeah, I can hear him barking now. Little shit's supposed to be asleep. Monty's here, dog sitting. Mother said, "Oh, Moo, thanks for the good stream, Mike. I should get some stuff from Hatilla tomorrow. Nice one. Let me know when you get them packages, because you should have one on the way. I got a feeling it might have been stopped by customs, though." Oh, shit, we're done. Yeah, see you later, Mother. Good night, mate. So I get distracted and forget to say, why has my fucking camera not been fucking recording tonight? Oh, no, unless they went down the side. If you go down the... Yeah. Calibus said, I work in a pharmacy. Someone handed me a load of unwanted medicine, and I started to destroy them. Later that day, I found £3,000 rolled up in a box of tablets. Contacted the patient's relatives, and they gave us £1.99 packet of roses between 8 of us. Yeah, I suppose that's better than nothing though, because some people won't give you anything. But I know what you mean though. You do think, you know, that amount of money, you might get fucking, you know, it's at least a tenner each. That's still £80 out of it. But you know what I mean? I know what you mean there, but that's better than nothing. Because some people, you know, won't give you nothing at all. I know it's not exactly much, but fuck's sake. Never really found any money. I think the most money I've ever found was about £12 down an alleyway. I mean, it was about, I don't know, I must have been about 10 when we found this. There used to be, so where I lived, there used to be, in this village at one point, there was about 12 fucking pubs, I think. One of the pubs was just down the road, and there was an alleyway behind it. And the only thing I can work out is there must have been some pissed bloke down the alleyway. For some reason, he took his trousers off. I don't know. But why would you... Basically, down this alleyway, we found a pair of like proper trousers, you know, like suit trousers, with all the stuff still in the pockets. You know, as a kid, like as an adult, you just walk past that. But a kid, we saw these trousers. We was like, have a look in there. Found a Zippo lighter, car keys, £12. And that's all I remember, really. There may have been more than £12 because I think I had £12 out of it. I kept the lighter for years. The fucking lid was snapped off of it. Yeah, I always wonder why did that bloke take his trousers off and leave them in the fucking alleyway? Metallic said, you get to sleep soundly at night knowing you did that thing. Oh yes, not having anything. I get it. Yeah. You don't need the reward because you've done a good thing, haven't you? I know what you mean. But yeah, I'm sure that's the only time I've ever found money. Jack was a drunk with trousers off. He'd shit himself. Lol. Caught in the act of a pro. I don't know. Yeah, lucky there was no. Because this what made it even funnier, right? So, well, not funnier, but what made the situation slightly even weirder was. So it was me, Malcolm, and our mate Ross walking down the alleyway. Saw these trousers. Thought, oh, we'll go through them. Found the stuff that we found. Came home, or got to the end of the alley and thought, no, let's go back again and search, see if there's anything else there. As we started coming back down the alleyway, a policeman started walking down the other end of the alleyway. And we just fucking ran like fuck. Even though we hadn't actually done anything, and he was probably just walking. But you know what it's like when you're a kid. You know, you think you've done something wrong. And yeah, we ran like fuck when we saw this policeman. I'm probably going to have to go off at 12 now. So people just come in and go to bed. Outdoor sports. As far as I'm aware, that's the only money I've ever found anyway. Because I say that because of being drunk. Often Malcolm will say, oh, don't you remember when that happened? And I'll be like, oh, fucking hell, I completely forgot that even happened. Outdoor, so I found a wallet in Asda when I was about 7 and handed it to a woman behind the kiosk. Luckily, the guy was still in the shop and got it back from there. Well, I didn't even see that. Matt said, thought of a bloke in an alleyway walking around with a suit jacket on and no trousers walking around makes me laugh. Yeah, because we never saw the bloke, but his proper suit trousers was just on the floor with his car keys, Zippo lighter, and money. Yeah, so I never know what happened, but he must have just been fucking pissed out of his face, and I don't know. But yeah, you imagine trousers there, have all your shit in it still. Not shit, but all your stuff in it. I knew a guy who used to go around the hotel beach car parks looking for money. He used to find loads of money and even trouble. Weird thing is, if you look for stuff though, could I tell you what I used to find? I used to be able to find booze and cigarettes if I looked for them. And you'd find them in weird places. But if you've got your eye out for things, you tend to find things. I don't know, but I've found packets of fags in bushes, under rocks. You know, it's weird. I don't know. I found booze behind electric boxes. Yeah, maybe you get a sort of eye for it. I don't know. It's weird, isn't it? I've seen Mummy Dearest, Mommy Dearest, Zed. Yeah, Yeah, I've seen that. But Alex said, my daughter found £200 poking out of a cash machine at Asda. She handed it in. Better than when I accidentally left my card in the machine and some half-face dipped on 50 quid. Fuck's sake. Yeah. But yeah, I've never, I don't, as far as I'm aware, I've never really found any money that I know of. W's in a womble. Fuck's sake. Caliber said, I found a set of keys when I was a kid. I handed them into the local cop shop. The owner contacted me and gave me a £20 note. Yeah, that's all right, isn't it? That's all right. Outdoor said, Mike, you didn't drink that booze, did you? What booze? What booze? What, the booze of it? Yeah, I did. The when I found, yeah, it was in cans, so it wasn't open, and it was in a bag. It wasn't like a bottle of open booze. It was unopened cans in a bag, and I was bunking off school. Because the weirdest, what makes it even weirder, it was one of those experiences where I was wandering around bunking off school on my own, bored shitless, and all I could think was, I want some booze, I want some booze, I want some booze. Walk down this fucking derelict bit of fucking. It's hard to explain what it is, but it's like a bit of land near the side of a main road, that kind of shit, with an electrical box. And I thought, I'm just gonna have a look behind that electrical box. And there was 4 cans of Strongbow in a bag at that. And then I spent the rest of the day getting pissed on my own, wandering around industrial estates, getting drunk, sort of thing. Yeah, but I was dying for a bit of booze, and there it was, like that, like it was meant to be. Dad said, in the summer, we get loads of people using metal detectors on the beach early in the morning. It looks a bit creepy seeing them walking along in silence. Yeah, I've seen that. I have seen that, and it is. I get what you mean. It's sort of, it's weird because it's also, you know, what do they do if they find people's wedding rings and shit? Do they just fucking keep it? Liam, how you doing, mate? You all right? And he said, you're right, mate. I missed last night, unfortunately. Yeah, it was a good one last. Well, tonight's been a good one as well, but yesterday was a good one as well. Outdoors, but all right. The previous owner's buyers must have dumped what they couldn't be. I'll tell you what I think it was. I think it was an alky because I had an alcoholic mate who used to do the same thing because he would go out, buy booze, drink it, and then because he couldn't take it home because his missus was he was drinking, he would hide it in bushes. He would hide it in plain sight as well because most people wouldn't look in a bag that looks like a bag full of empty cans. He would hide it in plain sight and come back and get them the next day. Yeah, I think it's something like that. It's an alky hiding their booze for later or something, or because they couldn't take it home because their missus was going mental. Yeah, my mate Richard used to do that. He would buy 8 cans of fucking Strongbow Super, drink as many as he wanted to, just dump the rest at the side of a fence, and then come back from when he was the next day. Outdoor sports said, like it was meant to be. A bit dangerous thought process there. I'm kidding there. I am kidding when I say that. Tat said, metallic, like me putting that link in the chat. Anyone could have joined. What? With the joint ones, yeah. Caliber said, we found a huge block of cannabis resin stashed. When we were kids, we knew it was drugs, so we burned it. God knows how much it was worth. Fucking hell, yeah. Yeah. I found marijuana plants before. Well, a marijuana plant. Yeah. I'll stay until 12 because I've heard my sister's coming to go to bed. She's been out and her husband's out with one of my younger brothers' birthday the other day. So they've gone out for that. I said I did. Well, I don't really go out drinking in pubs anyway, because it's the shit trying to get home when you're drunk. I only like drinking somewhere I can walk home. Irishman said, we used to find cigarettes and drink when we were younger. We used to have the cigarettes to my friend's mother. Pissing the naggins. Cigarettes, we used to find them because that fucking the the weird old pedo used to leave him there with the creepy notes, didn't he? But that wasn't the ones I was on about. The funny thing is, I hadn't even thought about that till you just said that, and it triggered it for some reason. Yeah. Yeah, there used to be a weird pedo around our way. They used to leave packets of cigarettes with 2 or 3 cigarettes in, those pens and pencils you get in betting shops, and weird notes that you could tick off the questions. And when you were a kid, you didn't realize it was sinister. When you was an innocent kid, you didn't realize how sinister it was. And to the point where one of my mates used to leave his fucking home phone number in there because he used to think it was a girl. Yeah. Oh, you don't even know where them cigarettes had been put. They might have been put somewhere. We used to go down there to find them. Yeah, need some fags. Go and get them from the tunnel. You don't think of none of the fucking consequences. And it was only 2 years later when I was about 15. We hadn't seen these fag packets for ages. And I found one in a little camp we'd made and was bunking off school. And I found one of these notes in there. And at the age of 15, I realised how sinister it was, because this one was a little bit more sinister, because it actually said stuff like, this one said, "Do you come here to masturbate?" and stuff like that. And at that point, I knew it was. But when you're a kid, it used to say things like, "What time do you come here? Who comes here? Who's with you?" And all, like a little questionnaire. And you thought it was innocent. Tat said, "Tempted to do a drunk one, but not drunk yet." I know, boring git. Go on, I'll join in and abuse you a bit tonight, Tactical. I can stay awake. Dad said, one of the lads I worked with was a tree surgeon, had a big branch fall on him. And he was on the stretcher. He handed out his smokes to another fella. He was more worried about his missus finding out he still smoked than his injuries. I love things like that. It's so bizarre what people are like that. Yeah, it's bizarre. It's funny how people be like that, though, isn't it? They're more concerned with that shit like that. These regals smell like shit. Yeah, literally. You right, Silent Walk, are you? Ian said, we used to sneak off early in the morning, the weekend, outside all the pubs in town, looking for half-smoked cigarettes. I used to do that. Yeah, ain't much to be, ain't much, but it's honest work. And we was 14 again. Yeah, I used to do that. Zed here, more worried about his miss. I read that, didn't I? Caliber said, no, mate. Honestly, we burnt it. We would not have known what to do with it. No, I believed you. Yeah, I believed you. Yeah, because you don't even think about what it is and how much money it might be, and yeah. What was you on about, Zed, as far as films go? I know Mommy Dearest. I've seen that one. Yeah, I'm still going to do the old joint drunk live streams because I highly enjoy those, but I'm going to have to make them every 3 or 4 weeks nowadays. I can't fucking keep drinking every fucking week. Not the amount I drink. It does me in. We'll stick to... no, I'm not even going to say nothing. If I don't say it, then I can't be proven wrong. Oh, Mummy Dearest, yeah. I said to Caliber, so I know pointing out anything else could have been in there as well. I used to have nightmares about drinks being left full and unopened on street corners. Yeah. Luckily, these was unopened cans. No, fuck that. Silent Walk said, just made a sling bow that shoots coat hanger rods. Man, that thing is lethal. The wire is really hard. Great arrows. Yeah, I bet that's good. What's the other one with Joan Crawford in and Betty Davis? That's Whatever Happened to Baby Jane. That's a bit different. That's worth a watch. Sounds like our dog's in the garden. Liam said, fucking dog won't come in. It's -3 and I'm at the back like a dickhead. Dad said, the bit with the coat hanger was a bit disturbing, I found. I really hate drugs. I used to live in a rough area and drugs was a big problem. Yeah, I can understand. It can fucking absolutely ruin people's lives, ruin areas, make places absolutely horrible to live. Yeah, really fucking fucks things up. In fact, I think that was on in the pictures in House of Wax. It might have been. It might have been. What dog have we got? We've got a little what's the smaller one out of a Springer Spaniel and a Cocker Spaniel? Whichever one's the smaller one. I can never fucking remember. Oh, fuck. Outdoor said, I'm also super para about £5 notes being placed in the middle of a path. I've also had nightmares about that as well. But junkies putting needles on the other side, fuck's sake. No, it's a Springer Spaniel or a Cocker Spaniel. I just can't remember which one's the smaller one out of the two. But no, it's a Cocker Spaniel because Springer Spaniel is the bigger one. Yeah. It's a Cocker Spaniel, I think. That's the smaller one of the two. You know, essentially the same dog, but one's bigger. If I look at Cocker Spaniels, that looks like the smaller one to me. I'm not sure. Whichever one's the smaller, Cocker Spaniels. Yeah, Cocker Spaniel then. Yeah. Caliber said, my dog is called Khan. I get to shout Khan. I like that. There you go, yes. Our dog is called Monty. He's a little puppy still at the minute. He's only about 4 months old, I think. Yeah, he's only about 4 months old. But it's technically my brother's dog, but he lives, half at their house, half here sort of thing. He spends all day, most of the day here, and then sleeps down there. But because he's out with my other brother, me and my mum, but more my mum, are dog sitting tonight. Outdoor said there used to be some absolute wankers who used to leave their used needles around local swing park when I was little. That's probably what gave me a strange. Yeah, they fucking would. That's I know fucking junkies and that don't really know what they're fucking doing, but that's pretty fucked up, isn't it? Even around fucking kids' areas. It's not much. It's still not an excuse. Liam said our spaniel was 2 and absolutely mental. Oh no, he already is. I've already seen it. Liam, he's fucking mental. Yeah, rips everything up. My hands are recovered now, but I had all cuts all over my hands. You can't really see them now, but there was cuts all over my hands from him fucking biting me fucking hands. He's not trying to bite you, but he's playing. He's trying to grab your hands with his mouth still, because he's still teething. And his little fucking needly teeth stick in your fucking hands. Dad said there was a deaf composer who had a very loud dog called Johann Sebastian. The only thing he could hear was Johann Sebastian bark. Fuck's sake, Dad. There you go. Ending it on a joke. Perfect timing. 12 o'clock. Yeah, I won't be able to do any later than this because of people go to bed and it'll take the piss. So I don't want to keep people awake. Although, no, I better not. I'm quite tired anyway. But if anyone else streams, I might come and watch that for a bit. Because I won't be going to bed straight away, but I need to get off here. You know what I mean? Calvin said, my dog will be getting a cob on in a minute. I'll be taking him out after this. Max said, needles stuck in trees scared the shit out of me. I've seen them in the daytime. Like shitting myself. And yeah, it's dirty. And it's just horrible, though, because of what it could do to you if it went in you, innit? Silent Walk said, great live stream. Thank you, I appreciate that. Yeah, been a good one tonight. I've really enjoyed myself again. Yeah, just quite tired because I've been in the shed for quite a few hours. It's knackered me out, but in a good way. Yeah, just means I'm a bit tired. So yeah, if Tactical is on, I'll go over there. But no pressure, mate. You can leave it for a bit. I'll just, I'll be sat here anyway. So if it pops up, I'll come on. Yeah, and then maybe not next week or the week after or the week after that, we'd do another joint drunk stream if people want to do that. But I'm definitely going to still do those because I enjoy doing them because I'm not giving up drinking. It's just I'm going to cut down when I drink. I'm not drinking once a week. I can't fucking do it. Right, Gundam, so I'm just about to go off, mate. Just about to go off. Has everyone been liking the stream? Like the stream before you go because you're more likely to get sent new ones then. All right. So yeah, I appreciate it. I'll see you all next weekend then, and in the week with videos. All right. Thank you for watching. Hope you have a good evening. I might see you on Tacticals if he comes on in 20 minutes. See you later. Good night, everyone. Thanks for watching. Yeah, cheers for coming on, Metallic. I appreciate it. Yeah, it's good laugh, isn't it? I always enjoy these. I'm a fucking bit knackered tonight, so I'm struggling a little bit. But yeah. Right. Good night, all. See you later. I'll see you on Tacticals. Good night. Thanks for watching.